Introducing Lifestyles of the Clean and Famous. Brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Here we are at the famous Medical Institute of America. Through these doors pass the greatest practitioners of cleanliness. Excuse me, doctors. Would you tell us where you received your cleanliness training?
Yale.
John Hopkins.
Domino's Pizza.
Domino's Pizza? Now that's impressive. Are their standards for cleanliness tough?
Oh, yes, and with good reason. You see, when you are preparing food for the public, it's a big responsibility to keep both yourself and your work area clean and sanitary.
That sounds serious. Tell us more.
I was hoping you'd ask me that. You see, I was not always a sanitation success, no. It was a rough and rocky road to get where I am today. I had a lot to learn when I first started out, working at a place quite awful, really, called the Pizza Palace.
Welcome to the palace, where pizza is the order of the day. No one here can see me, cause delivery's the only game we play. This place ain't nothing neat. In fact, it's kind of dirty. We had someone to sweep, but I think he quit last Thursday. To add to complications, we never have clean aprons. And then the bossy tells me, there's no need to wash your hands. Off into the cooler, the ingredients and dough are out of sight. And should this stuff get older, we can sneak it on the pizza late at night. We have to, so says Tony, because once a pepperoni stayed in here way too long and smelled worse than all those chodies. It grew into a mutant, and just before you knew it, it ate a car and driver, just before he washed his hands. Welcome to the palace, you can call me Dan. I make them all these pizzas just as fast as I can. You can phone the palace, deliver it, man. Cause down at the palace, we don't wanna wash our hands. Tony says get in here, even though I've got the flu. There ain't no germs on pizza, cause we bake them at 522. Bacteria's a bunch of phooey. It's a town outside St. Louis, and there's no time to wash hands. The water heater just went bluey. It really doesn't matter when the pizza's on the platter, cause once you get down to it, we don't need to wash our hands. Welcome to the palace, you can call me Dan. I make them all these pizzas just as fast as I can. You can phone the palace, deliver it, man. Cause down at the palace, we don't wanna wash our hands.
I was happily ignorant there at the palace. And then, one day, I heard this voice, and it was the turning point in my career.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Over here. That's right. Can I ask you something? Would you eat that pizza? The one you've just prepared?
Sure. Why not?
Well, I've been watching you work. Are you aware of how much harmful bacteria you're spreading?
Bacteria? What bacteria?
You see, I thought so. Even though you think you've been doing a good job, you've been spreading harmful bacteria everywhere. Normally you can't see bacteria, But if you could, I bet you might change some of your sanitation techniques.
Sanitation, hey, I'm clean. I take a shower every day. I wash my hair.
Yes, of course you do. But there is a big difference between being clean and being sanitary. Something is clean when it is free of visible evidence of dirt or contamination. For instance, right now, your hands might look clean to you.
Yeah, I think so.
But something is sanitary when it is free of harmful chemicals or organisms, which are often invisible, like your hands. You haven't been washing them often enough, and you've been transmitting bacteria to everything you've touched. Why, if we were to use a blue dye to show you how much bacteria you've spread today, you and your store would look something like this. Not a pretty picture, is it? Your hands, along with your face and other body surfaces, are covered with literally thousands of bacteria. These can be transmitted to food by touch. Bless you. Or by such actions as sneezing. Once transmitted, bacteria will multiply. At room temperature, one bacterium on a piece of meat can multiply 250,000 times within 6 hours. Of course, the food is affected. It doesn't look good, it tastes awful, and worst of all, it could be harmful to the customer. And for all the trouble bacteria cause, you usually can't even see them.
Wow.
Don't you ever wonder why your business has been so bad?
Well, yeah, I have kind of noticed that.
Let's evaluate your working habits.
Can I keep working while you keep talking?
Sure. But first of all, let's have a look at that apron. A new one should be used every day. Used aprons are a breeding ground for germs and bacteria. And see that spill over there? Where you make your pizza. How old is it?
The pizza?
No, the spill.
Oh. I forget, but I was going to get around to cleaning it up.
Spills must be cleaned up right away. Otherwise, you're asking for trouble. Hey, what are you doing with those boxes?
Yeah, I'm stocking up for tonight.
Not after they've touched the floor. Your floors may look clean, but they're probably not. Just by touching the floor, those boxes have been contaminated.
Well, I guess I better clean up this spill, huh?
That's hardly an effective way to sanitize anything. And you didn't even check to see what cleaner you're using. Be sure to read the label, for there's a proper cleaner for every cleaning job. Well, if you want to keep happy customers, you've got to think of proper sanitation.
Boy, this place is starting to look so backwards. We're not doing anything right. I'll never learn proper sanitation here. What am I going to do?
Go to Domino's Pizza.
Domino's Pizza?
Yes, Domino's Pizza.
All right. I'll do it.
That was indeed the inspiration that led to the turning point in my career. It was here that I started my transformation, and that led to my first job at Domino's Pizza.
Goodbye to the palace. I left them all just the other day. I'm here at Domino's Pizza. Sanitation is the order and the way. I have clean shirts and pants, and my apron fits so snugly. I always wear my hat to keep the hair off pepperonis. The spills get wiped up faster, cause bacteria's all that matters. And when you get down to it, now I always wash my hands. Then we have these boxes. Sometimes one gets on the floor. If anything gets down here, it's in the dumpster, out the door. Then the matter of food rotation is not an aggravation. The new stuff goes on bottom in a clean bin. Sanitation. The old food goes on top. And just before you stop, get rid of all those germies. You really need to wash your hands. This is Domino's Pizza, you can call me Dan. I make them all these pizzas just like Tom Monahan. Working at Domino's Pizza, sanitation is the plan. It's not like at the Palace, cause we prefer to wash our hands. Finally, there is cleaning. Certainly, indeed, there is a way. There are 3 sinks for washing, cause we found out that it really pays. Number 1 is there for washing, number 2 is for the rinsing. Sanitizing's number 3's job, a procedure worth investing. And any surface in-store should be cleaned the same way once more. You use the right detergent, and then you go and wash your hands. This is Domino's Pizza, you can call me Dan. I make them all these pizzas just like Tom Monahan. Working at Domino's Pizza, sanitation is the plan. It's not like at the Palace, cause we prefer to wash our hands. Welcome to Domino's Pizza, you can call me Dan. I make them all these pizzas just like Tom Monahan. Working at Domino's Pizza, sanitation is the plan. It's not like at the Palace, cause we prefer to wash our hands.
Ah, yes. I was lucky. I learned how to practice proper sanitation at Domino's Pizza. Really changed my life around. Oh, those were the days.
Any final words for our audience?
Well, you can always call the R&D department at Domino's Pizza to answer any of your questions.
Excuse me, Dr. Dan. Your patient's ready now.
Ah, well, back to the mid table. I mean the operating table. Now I always wash my hands.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A classic study in the area of cleanliness. This has been another episode of Lifestyles of the Clean and Famous.